everyone, good morning. This is going to be a very unconventional video. So you may wonder what this background is. You've probably never really seen this. This is actually my shipping station, and I have a bunch of packages lined up here to get the labels put on them. They've already been packed up from last Saturday's Whatnot show. I decided that basically I have no video idea for this week. I just got back from vacation. I'm about to go out of town again. My life is just crazy chaotic every single day. So I here am on a Monday morning going, I have a video to publish in 48 hours with no idea and no content because my brain is scattered and all over the place. What I'm going to do today is I just got into the office. It's Monday morning. So I don't typically source on Mondays or Tuesdays. So what I typically do is I come in and I usually am either finishing packing up or have already packaged up everything here, but I do have labels to put on this morning. So that's task one. And then it's kind of just a figure out a few things you want to do. I have a little bit of organization and maybe a couple of tasks, but really not too much. The main thing I'm focused on right now is that I have a deadline to get my presentation ready for the Books and Beyond conference, and I am running a little behind just because of being out of town. So I'm probably going to spend most of all of the day today finalizing that presentation. I need to finish kind of like putting the final touches on my speech, and I also need to actually make my slideshow presentation. So I might work on that. Overall, my plan is just to find a few tasks I can do today, take you guys along with me, and maybe chat a little bit in the process. I don't know where this video is going because I'm literally planning it on the spot as we go. So bear with me. If you're into that, it's kind of going to be like a vlog style today then, I guess. I hadn't really thought of it like that, but consider this like a little bit of a vlog video. All right, and let's go. We got to go ship all of these packages here. I think I'm going to walk you guys through shipping the first order here so you can kind of see what I'm basically doing, and then I might do a little hyperlapse or something. These are our packages, and we're going to start with this first box here, and this is Chelly. So let's go ahead and get the box, and it is this obviously first one that's right here. I know that it's hers because I have a label. It was a $5 auction, book 11, and I know that if I was to click on her title, it would be in there. I've already double checked that just because I just walked in and wanted to make sure. So the box is roughly like, what do you think, guys? It's like a 12 by 8 by like 4 or something like that. It doesn't really matter because it's media mail. And click save, and then it'll give me the option to generate the label, and boom. So label generated, and then we will print it out. I do hate the double screen. If anyone knows any hacks around auto generating labels so they all print out at once with the adjustments that you need to make, let me know. I haven't figured that out yet, and I'm convinced it's not possible, but you can auto generate your labels, but you can't auto print them without the packing slips and stuff. So these are packing slips. I don't include those in my order. So I only am printing page 3 and getting the one label here, which I can never do with one hand. So hang on. And boom, I want to try to hide their address a little bit, but as you can see there, a little label action. And then I just literally, I already have some boxes over here, just add it to the pile there. And then I will just kind of keep going. So I will grab the next box, come over here, find the next order that needs to be shipped, which is this one. So that's what you guys are going to see me do here. Okay, so I just finished labeling all of those packages. That overall took about maybe like 20 minutes to do everything there. Obviously it was a hyperlapse, so it was a lot faster than it actually was, but probably took about 20 minutes. And now I'm gonna go ahead and pack up the eBay orders I have for today. So I don't really talk about eBay like at all on this channel, and it's because eBay is such a small part of my business. However, it is a part of my business. I do make money off of eBay. I have literally the smallest store anyone has probably. I think I have 80 or 85 items listed in my store. Like, it's not a lot at all. I'll actually, I guess, show it to you guys here. I'll pull it up so you can kind of see some of the items I have listed. And then I'll show you the 3 that sold. I did send out a lot of aggressive offers the last couple of days, and I made a few sales off of that. I do delist and relist in my store every few months. I'm actually in the process of delisting and relisting my entire store because it's only about 80 items. And I think I'm about halfway through that process. I've maybe done 30 to 40 items. I've also been accepting a lot of offers. So some of the stuff I've had for well over a year, some of the stuff I've had for a few months, but I don't typically source for eBay. I just randomly will find stuff. And let me show you some of the items that are on my eBay so you can kind of get a gist. So this is actually my store. I'm actually the Resell Maven on eBay. Resell Maven is not available, so I am the Resell Maven here. But you can see I have 100% feedback. I've got some followers. Okay, so here you go. See, 78 items. So I think I only have 78 items listed. So here's some of the options I have. Obviously, it's a lot of plush. I do a lot of like Jelly Cat on here. Some of your obscures like your Hello Kitties. This is one of my higher listings right now, which is just an insane listing, and I know someone's going to grab it eventually. We've got some baby bug books, like a wee case you can see there. Halloween costumes I'll put up here a lot. This is some old Criterion collection. I've got a whole complete set of Happy Hollisters. We've got like a cookbook, puppets, again, lots of plush. We've got some vintage Tupperware up here, really high dollar profit there, $1.89. These are some books I got from the occult buyout that I did. You got your Haynes novels, or your Haynes repair manuals, again, games, books, ink cartridges. I mean, you can see it's pretty obscure, but I have quite a bit of stuff in here. Let's see, it's fun actually scrolling through and seeing what I have. More books, more plush, costumes, toys, books, plush, costumes, toys. That's kind of what my eBay looks like. 78 items listed, so it's a very, very small eBay store. I do eventually want to get that up to my goal is to do 150 to 300. That's kind of my goal. Anywhere with 150 to 300 listings is enough for me to feel like I'm still active on the app and I still are on the platform, I guess, and I still get regular sales. I get sales every day or every other day. Like very rarely do I go like more than maybe 4 or 5 days without either a sale, an offer, or interest in an item, whether it's a message, watchers, offers I can send out to watchers, things like that. So I'm very active on the platform. I just don't list a lot, and that's simply because I don't like listing. And so shout out to all the people out there that don't like listing either. It is my least favorite part of the business, hence why I do lean towards Whatnot a lot. But I'm gonna go ahead and pack up these 3 orders. Let me show you what they are, and we'll go ahead and pull them and pack them. I'm gonna kind of stay scanned out just so you guys can't see like too much of the like actual information, but I'll zoom in for some of the items here. But I'll show you up top. It is a total of $42.51 on these 3 items. First item is this Lovey Blankets and Beyond Pink Bunny Rabbit Security Blanket Lovey. That sold for $3.99. Again, that was probably an offer. All my items for the most part have shipping. I have very few items that don't include shipping, so that is plus shipping, $9.83. And next up, we have this Hit Away Softball Fast Pitch Swing. I think you put it around your waist, and when you hit the ball, it comes back to you. And that one sold for $11.99 plus shipping. And then the final item is a little Jelly Cat. This is a octopus. He's very, very tiny, and I took an offer on him of $5 because I've had him for a bit. He's clean, but his tentacles are a little wonky, so I went ahead and took the $5 offer just because I think it's a more fair deal for that item. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull those items out. I'm not gonna bore you with my storage system over here because it's not even the way it needs to be. It is, I'll show it to you very quick. It is a matter of 3 bins. I do have a couple things back there as well, but for the most part, it's just these bins and most of the stuff lives in there. We have our items here. This is the Blankets and Beyond Lovey. It's very cute. This is the Jelly Cat Octopus, and as you can see, maybe what I was kind of trying to describe is how his tentacles are still very curly and cute, and he wraps around like your hand. That's kind of like the point of him, is he's very, very soft and cuddly, but his tentacles aren't in the greatest shape. And then we have the Hitaway Skills Hitaway. Like I said, I think you wrap it around your waist. I don't 100% remember, but I know it was worth something and I listed it and it sold. So let's pack those up. All right, everything is packed up. I've got my 3 packages there that I just did. They all went in poly bags / a recycled bubble mailer. And then I've got boxes and the rest of the whatnot packages in there. So then I've just got to take all that to the post office. But before that, I'm going to do some other things around the office. I don't know 100% of what I'm going to get into. I think I might write some of my finish writing some of my speech and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm just going to mosey until I can go to the post office. Of course, I need my essential breakfast here, iced coffee, yogurt, and some rice cakes. Let's go ahead and get to writing. I got as much work as I was going to be able to get done on that presentation here in the office as I could. It is something about being here. My brain is thinking about doing a presentation and the cars are going by on the road and I don't know what it is, but something's telling me I need to just go home and work on this. It's just not flowing out of my brain the way writing typically does. So I'm going to actually load up the packages, take them to the car, drop them off at the post office, and head home for the afternoon. I normally have Sundays or Mondays off, but I decided I wasn't going to take the day off because I was just on vacation and I needed to come back and work. Now, I still don't think I'm taking the day off. I did come in and do some work, but I think I might actually come back to the office a little later. I have some things I would still love to get done today, so I think I will probably end up coming back in, and if I do, I'll show you that. If not, we'll catch back up tomorrow on Tuesday, but I'm going to load up the car, take the packages, and work on the rest of this presentation at the house. So everything's loaded up now. As you can see, it took about 3 trips to get everything in there, but with an SUV, it all fits in pretty well. Now let's go to the post office. Absolutely love my post office. I know I talked about this in my shipping video, but it is just the best to be able to pull up to the back. The manager's usually here and she'll say, hey, you know, she's super friendly. We just had a whole conversation after I dropped off, and you know, she handed me a little hamper and she said, here, load on up, and I loaded my packages right from my car and just pushed them right to the back there. So developing a good relationship with the post office is obviously key. I was above and beyond nice, courteous, friendly, considerate. very mindful, very demure. You see how when I drop the packages off at the post office, I don't ring the bell, I don't get aggressive. Obviously, just joking here, but seriously, I have gone through great lengths to be very considerate of their time and do things that make it easier for them, and they in turn have done the same for me. So find you a post office that is willing to work with you. If there's one that has a loading dock, I highly recommend that. The loading dock in the back is just, it makes everyone's job so much easier. So definitely treat those post office workers with respect, and for the most part, most of them will do the same back to you. Good morning. So I just got to my office and it is Tuesday morning. So yesterday I did end up going home. I actually finished all of my presentation except for one slide. I finished that one slide this morning and sent it off, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I will try my best to record something when I am at that convention so that you guys can see some of the like behind the scenes, or like I want to record myself on the stage if I can, and so hopefully you guys can get a glimpse of that. But for today, we are going to get in there. We are going to go ahead and do our clerical work first, which means we are going to ship out our eBay orders. We are going to answer any messages, and I think everything's pretty clean in there. That's been one of the perks of not having that much new inventory, is everything's pretty clean and empty in there. So I will make a list. I think that I have talked about this before, and this is something I do all the time, which is I make lists, and it is just me writing down like the 3 to 7 things that I know I need to get done that day, so that I can make sure that I am hitting all of those things on the list and having a productive day. So let's head inside and do eBay real quick, because I just know I need to do that, and then I'm going to sit down and write the list. So this is like definitely something I can just easily go do, which is just put these back. They go over here with all of the other name tags. So I'll organize those so that they stay in alphabetical order. Keeps it a lot easier. If you're asking about those name tags, by the way, I use those for people that buy from me all of the time, so I don't have to write their name down on a Post-it note every single time. All right, let's go ahead and refresh eBay, and we have this Haynes repair manual for a Ford F-150. It sold for $14.49. I thought it was $17.99, but maybe it was only $14.99. And look, it's actually the last one that I have. So I picked up a lot of those, just happened to find a bunch of them. And I had some that I had collected that had sat on that unlisted inventory shelf over there forever. And I finally listed all of them, as you guys will probably see in an upcoming video. Let's go ahead and get this packed up. So as you guys know, I use like corrugated cardboard as basically my padding for things perfectly like this. They are paperback books that need to be somewhat protected because mailmen like to shove stuff like this into mailboxes. So I just kind of protect it, and you can see, just kind of basically make it nice and protected all around. And then I will throw a piece of tape. And I typically just use a poly bag. I think these ones might be too small. I ordered the wrong size. I always have the same size, and for some reason I got like an inch. I don't know what it is. I think like an inch too small on that one. So I'm not quite sure what happened there, but normally these actually fit perfectly in like I think it's like a 9.5 by 12 or 9.5 by 11. It's probably linked down in my store. It's an affiliate link, but those work great. So anyway, so I'm just gonna put it into a bigger poly bag, nothing too crazy. This is the second size I use. And then I just like to fold it over and just toss another little piece of tape on there, and boom, real time. It's packaged. It's not going to be shoved into a mailbox as much. So yeah, pretty great little sale. Let's see, only 14 ounces too. Sometimes they weigh over a pound. So I might actually, let's see what we'll end up saving on this, because I usually put them in 1 to 2 pounds. Yeah, so we'll make just like, I don't know, 75 cents. 75 cents on it, translated from 1 to 2 pounds to 14 ounces. So you are going to save a little bit of money. So cool. All right, so that label's gonna print out here, and then that's it. The office just feels so clean. There's nothing to pack. It's kind of wild. But let's go ahead and go sit down and make a to-do list. I love these like little paper books. I have a ton of them. Like here's one. I have like probably 2 more. And so I was just flipping through, trying to find a cute little piece of paper to write on. And I settled on these little teapots because it's kind of chilly in here this morning for being the middle of August. This is the stuff. This is why I do it, right? Because it makes it fun. I have to like keep myself entertained in the idea of productivity. All right, so let's go ahead and start writing our list. So because I like to still look at the design, what I do to make my lists is I will fold it up so it's like kind of halfway, because I really don't need this whole paper. So I still have the cute little teapots peeking through, but I have a nice clear side that I can actually write on. And then let's just use this like little Where's Waldo book here for my backdrop here, so I can bear down on something. So I just did the eBay orders, obviously, but one of the things I need to do, so I like to do little check boxes when it's just a to-do list. So I need to update pictures, and that's for the shelves here for the auction. I would like to, this is something I would like to do. I don't have to do because I don't have anything I have to do today. That's the only thing I have to do is update pictures. Let's see. We need to upload Gibbies as well. So what I want to do is the A. Becca books, and I'm kind of writing it in big letters so I know that it's like something I really want to do. So I also need to go ahead and figure out show schedule. I'm going to put a little under here, and I'm going to put K-pop, because I know I wanted to do a K-pop show. I have a bunch of K-pop stuff. And then plush. I need to figure out when I want to do my next plush show. So I lied. There actually is something else we need to do. So we're going to put a little arrow, because these are the 2 things we need to pick out. Inventory. These are going to be our top priorities. Like these are the 2 things I have to get done. Another thing I would like to do is like pick up store slash organize. Next door is kind of getting crazy looking since I'm not open to the public anymore. And I knew that would happen because I was going to be using it as a landing ground while I was in this process of switching it over. But now that I have some storage options, I really actually need to get over there and organize that. So I'm going to leave this as our list. I think this is really good, like little outline of what I'd like to get done today. Since we have some things that kind of have to be done on this list, let's go ahead and start with those. I don't want to do all of them because I do like to break it up with things that I feel productive for doing and not just things that like I had to do. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to update the pictures, and I'm going to upload Gibbies. So that is what I'm going to do now. So now the giveaways are loaded in there. You can see there's 3 of those, and I'll run those at the end. And then I did go through and update the inventory. All right, so giveaways are in and auction is updated. So that means we get to already cross off 2 things off of our list. I love it. We are gonna cross off update pictures. And then we also did the uploading 3 giveaways. Cool. So first 3 things off the list. I'm gonna wait to do this just a little bit later. I just wanna like do a couple of other things that make me feel a little more fulfilled and productive than this. So I think I might work out the show schedule real quick since I'm already in the Whatnot app. I'm gonna just go ahead and take a look at my schedule. What do I already have going on, and just see what I can fit in and what I have time to actually do. Things like a plus show take a lot of time. There's usually one whole day that I need to dedicate to preparation for a plus show. And this week I'm not gonna have a day for that. So I just don't think Friday is gonna be a day for a plus show. And then on the inverse, the K-pop show that I wanna do, somebody specifically requested it. I know it's their birthday week and they are like, I just got paid, can we do a K-pop show? And so I think I'm gonna do the K-pop show on Friday. So I'm just gonna go ahead and schedule that in. So you just got live real-time thought process going on. All right, let's go ahead and schedule that K-pop show. All right, so let's go back in here and let's go ahead and click the plus sign at the bottom. We're going to schedule a show, and let's title this show huge K-pop buyout, tons of sets, I guess. I don't know what you call them, but let's just call it that. Tons of sets and miscellaneous. So people are like, okay, well, we'll just do that. Okay, and then we're gonna do it for Friday. So we've got the 23rd, and I do have a show scheduled on Friday, probably at 4 o'clock. So let's put this one at maybe 1. We'll do like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, kind of a random time. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Let's do 1:30. And then I'm gonna do does not repeat. We can go ahead and put a thumbnail up. So let's go over here to the camera. I'll show you guys. Hi, got it all over here stored behind some of these boxes. So this is kind of the big buyout that I did. It was all of this random K-pop stuff. So to make this is a great example. This is how simple it's gonna take to just make your show start getting bookmarks and people gaining interest, right? So if I can just kind of get this out of the way, so now you can see how that bag isn't as visible. And then what we'll do is we'll just pop that up. Something like a little bit more of an angle there. And then crop. And now we have a thumbnail already. And we'll do a category. So this is a category I've never really had to sell in before. And I think what I want to do, if I remember, I think I want to do music there. I'm pretty certain. So let's do music. And then maybe, I don't know, other music. Let's see. Does it give us tags? See if there's a K-pop tag. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. K-pop memorabilia. Next. Yeah, so let's do that. And then we've got our free pickup, all that. You never have to change any of those things because those are your set settings. I don't have sensitive content. It's not a private show. I am good with that. Let's go ahead and schedule it. And let's see what that looks like in our profile. We'll go to shows and let's see. There it is. So now it's popping up with a little thumbnail. Huge K-pop buyout, tons of sets and miscellaneous. People can get a visual for like what I have there. And I guarantee we'll start getting some bookmarks on that listing. Now, of course, I have to still organize all of that stuff. I need to actually go through those sets and figure out what inserts go in which ones. Are there discs missing? I need to know a little bit about what I'm selling so that when I go live, I'm not fumbling through the inventory and going, I don't know where this goes. I need to be as prepared as I can. Are any of them really valuable? I want to scan every single one of those and just make sure that I don't have something in there that's just highly, highly sought after and I'm selling it for $5 on my show, right? I am so happy with how productive I am being today. So I was able to figure out the plush show as well. I'm gonna flip around. See, I crossed out K-pop and I crossed out plush. We're gonna do K-pop this Friday and then a regular book show following. And then next Friday, we are gonna do a plush show. Now, I went ahead and crossed that out. You can see I added the sort through K-pop. I actually misspoke. I'm not scheduling a plush show. It's actually a variety show, and it is plush, toys, and educational material, as well as some home goods. We are just making great progress here. So I think what I should go ahead and do now is go ahead and take time to pick out the inventory for tonight's show, because I want to go ahead and get that preview uploaded and let people know what to expect for tonight. Of course, you want to always be making sure you're utilizing that thumbnail and preview video as much as you can. Hi everyone, happy Tuesday to you all. This is our selection of new inventory and our shelves set up for the week here. Here is our new inventory for tonight's show. It's set up, it's pictured, and I posted a video preview. I decided, since I have a lot of time now, before I come back in, maybe like get started on this, because I think that might be a tomorrow project. I think I need a little more time for that. I'm actually going to go ahead and take a load out here that just needs to come out of my office. These are books that are just not selling and they need to go find another home. And then I'll probably like grab some lunch or something like that, and maybe grab some boxes. So sometimes, especially on Tuesdays, these are great days for me to just kind of like go out into the world and do some stuff, since I don't go sourcing and I have one show at 4 o'clock. And since I know that pulling all of that out is gonna like create a mess out here and it's gonna exhaust me, I'm gonna go ahead and delegate that to tomorrow and go do this. And then if I come back and I have time, I'll start organizing my store next door, and then I'll do my show, and then I've got to go home and edit this video. So that's kind of what a traditional day, looks like. This has been 2 days. I really hope you guys have kind of enjoyed this like behind the scenes day in a life. I just tend to find a lot of structure in these Mondays and Tuesdays, and this is the behind the scenes I feel like you don't see in a lot of reseller videos, where there are these 1 or 2 days a week where you have these kind of weird, very loosely structured days where you kind of just have to get these certain things done. Like I had to go to the post office, right? I had to pack all the orders yesterday. And then today I have to set up for my show. I have to update my listings. I need to make sure my space is organized and prep for the week so that Wednesday through the rest of the week can run really smoothly. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I don't know if I'm going to film again for the rest of the day, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off here just in case. Let me know if you like these style videos in the comments. Let me know, of course, anything you'd like to see, any questions or comments you have. I'll catch you guys next week. Thank you so much and have a great week. Till then, bye.
I ended up coming to a thrift store that I never go to, and my goodness was I glad I did, because I hit the mother load. Now, as I've said, I don't typically source on Mondays and Tuesdays, but I just had that little bit of extra time, and I thought, while I'm down kind of in this way, I am going to go to this thrift store, and I found some great stuff, including this Sarah J. Maas you can see here in beautiful condition. So reminder, hit up those local thrift stores, go cherry pick from time to time. If the books aren't coming to you, sometimes you just have to go to the books.
So that was definitely worth my time to come out here. I got some awesome paperbacks, and then there's some hardbacks you can't really see. But I think I spent $32, including tax. I just don't come to this thrift store very often, and I'll come maybe once every 2 weeks and I'll do this. But this is better books than I normally get. So I'll normally get the same amount, they're just not as good. So very exciting, awesome haul. Definitely a good little use of my 1 or 2 hours that I had extra in the day before I start my Whatnot auction.